Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at another third-party auction car that's been doctored up and sent back through the auction. Now, if you don't know where these cars came from, these are cars that were previously at the auction after an insurance company deemed them a total loss. A buyer picks them up and remarkets them. But in order to remarket them and make a little money, they decide to do a little work to them. Not correctly. They've put a lot of effort into doing things just to make it look better for the pictures. The reason they do that is they're hoping that some unsuspecting buyer is just going to look at the pictures, think it's not as bad as it is, and pay a little bit too much. So I'm here to help whoever's watching this video to not become that unsuspecting buyer. Now this one, they put a little extra effort into it and tried some new tactics. Not to do it right, but to definitely cover it up and make it wrong. So let's take a look at their new tactics, and these are kind of scary because you could even miss this looking at these vehicles in person, let alone in the pictures. So let's see what their new tactics are so we know what to watch out for. Today's vehicle is a 2020 Lexus RCF, little car, big engine. It's for sale in Miami, Florida with a salvaged Louisiana title. Sold with the title pending because it's floor planned, 25,188 miles. It's a stationary vehicle, and there's no seller down here, so it's a third-party auction car. And we know it's our favorite sellers because, well, they left their trademark, the drywall screws. Got a couple holding the bumper onto the fender here. Missing a headlight. A couple more over here holding the bumper onto this fender. And we got a headlight on this side. It's a little crunched. Looks like we got a little rash here from a center divider. Missing a rocker molding. And we're also missing a vent over here. And some buckles in the quarter over here. And some more drywall screws holding this bumper on. So then we got some damage over here. Oh, yep. More drywall screws, and we got a little center divider mark back here on the road rash. So definitely became a pinball. Bounced a couple center dividers. I got both of these corners. I'd be willing to bet that these frame rails are shoved over pretty good in order to buckle this quarter like this. We did get a rocker molding on this side, although we're missing the bottom section here. And we got a few airbags deployed because our favorite seller hired their new upholsterer. They cut out the piece of metal, covered it with some fabric, and glued it in the dash to cover up the fact that this airbag is deployed. Our knee bolster airbag is also deployed, our driver's airbag, and probably our seat airbags and our curtains because they all kind of deploy together, pretty much everyone in the car. Ends up being about $20,000+ worth of airbags. Although this seat does look like they might have changed it, or maybe their upholsterer has gotten really good at sewing things back together, or there is a very, very slim chance that they actually replaced that seat cover. And by slim, I mean there's no chance. We got all the dash emojis. Where is the gas gauge? Right there with the reflection. Looks like we got a little bit more than usual. And our seatbelts in the back like to deploy at the same time on these. There's our VIN. And there's our big engine in our little car. Closeout panel is just kind of setting up there. Probably won't clip in. None of these are probably lined up in here anymore. We got a fob. Definitely shoved over here quite a bit. There's probably quite a bit of damage hiding underneath there. And even more damage in airbags. Let's take a look at our inside picture. See if we can get a better look at those seats. We're missing our grab handles. Maybe it was a wild ride and they tore them right out of the roof, or maybe they forgot to put them back in when they took the headliner down to cut the airbag out and tuck everything back up there. Definitely our airbags are all deployed up here in the front. Missing the grab handle on this side. And it looks like that seat has either got some wear in it or it's collapsed because there's nothing behind it. They cut the padding and the airbag out of there and then just sewed it up. There's really only one way to tell, and we'd have to go down to Miami and look at it. So, well, let's go down to Miami and look at it. Made it to the Sunshine State where it's raining. And right away, we can see something we kind of missed in the pictures, and that's the clamp mark from where they pulled the hood. And we did not miss our drywall screws. And let's take a look at the important part that we came here to see, and that's our seat. So there's definitely nothing in there. It's hollow inside. I don't see any thread for being sewn up, but I do see a little bit of glue in here. So apparently this video has multiple sponsors, Grip Right drywall screws, and Elmer's or Gorilla Glue. And I definitely see how someone could miss that in person and, of course, in the pictures. I didn't do anything with this, just cut it out and tucked it in there. And we can definitely see this panel that they made, covered a piece of metal with some fabric that closely resembles a dash, and then glued it on. Our radio's missing a knob, and we have a cover for our fuse box that is not where it belongs. And of course it doesn't start. So let's see if we are right. Yep, we are. They just cut those airbags out and tucked that headliner up there. Uh-oh. Take 5 oil change. Probably has a bad engine. Those guys will be featured on this channel eventually. Wait your turn. So many unethical businesses, so little time. And get a better look at our drywall screws there. And our deck lid doesn't open. We have no power, so you can't really take a look in there. I would have liked to see how bad that floor was in there, but I can assume it's a little messed up. Some more drywall screws. Now we're missing a wheel liner. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with this quarter, although we're going to have some holes to plug for where the drywall screws went through. You can see our carbon fiber chunk missing out of that rocker molding. A little dent in the fender. And a couple screw holes we're going to have to fill. And now we're going to try and open this hood. It's going to be a bit of a struggle because the safety latch doesn't work. I have to cram my hand all the way back there and actually trip the latch itself, not use the lever. And through the magic of video, it's open. Pull this close-out panel back and see our drywall screws holding our headlight in there. Of course. What else would you expect? The frame rail's a little crunched down in there. Our engine looks pretty much untouched. Frame rails are definitely pushed over there. And what do you know? Kermit comes with this car. I'm just going to leave him in there. Kind of would have expected an alligator. Some more drywall screws holding the bumper to the headlight. And we can see a little damage down here on our washer bottle. Oil cooler. Damage on our subframe. Hard to get in there. So now that we've taken a good look at it, what do you think it looked like before the doctors got to it? Here it is in the auction. It's been through quite a few times. They've been trying to sell it. They bought it up here for $12,600. And supposedly they didn't take their $21,500, and it's just been going down ever since. So something tells me they're bidding on their own vehicle. So let's take a look at it and see what it looked like before they had their hands on it. Oh, hidden behind a paywall. I'm too cheap for that. So we found some new pictures. Looks like Adele owned this car. If you want to head over to Instagram and tell them where his car is and that you saw it on YouTube, go ahead. I'll save you the trip if you're looking for pictures. There's not a whole lot on Instagram as far as pictures of this thing before it crashed into the wall. So we need an exhaust. Definitely collapse that rail and shove this over. We can see how much our body panel is off here. And we can see that, in fact, our seat airbags were deployed along with our curtains, all the airbags. Quite expensive to repair all this stuff.
definitely all the airbags. All the same dash emojis, same amount of gas, and the mileage hasn't changed. Nice shot of our back seat. Definitely collapsed the frame rail up here, although you can replace just the end sections on these. More stickers. They did remove all the stickers, at least, probably so that nobody would be contacting this person or you wouldn't find it. The headlight must have been in the back. These are probably the bumper parts back here that they screwed on. They took them out of the vehicle. They must not have gotten the headlight. Body shop probably kept it. It was probably good and sold it on eBay. So they put the fender back on, screwed the bumpers on, cut out the airbags, glued that seat back together, put their little cover on the dashboard, and now they're hoping to make a few bucks in the auction. Oh, we got a little oil slick here. Now, normally I would not say that that is from this vehicle because they do check in cars in the same spot all the time. So sometimes puddles aren't from these vehicles, but that looks pretty fresh. It's sitting under the tire. So this oil cooler probably has a hole in it. They started it up to see if it ran and it pumped all that oil out. Looks like it was due for an oil change. It's pretty dark. So don't know if the engine's any good. Depends on if they kept running it without any oil in it. It seems like if the engine was good, they would have bypassed this oil cooler so that they could start it, get a few more bucks for it. I mean, if you're going to spend the effort to do the other stuff that they did, why not do that just to prove that it runs? So I'm thinking it probably doesn't run all that well. Definitely have some damage up on these frame rails, but the airbag replacement makes this thing just a nightmare to repair as far as expenses. A lot of these parts are the same as just regular RCs, so they're not that expensive, but some stuff is F only, so it does get expensive, like the seats, bumper covers, stuff like that, the hood, and we definitely have some damage on the hood, despite them trying to repair it. And it's only a two-wheel drive car, so up by me, that's either a summer car or you drive it down south. So that's it. Did it look as bad as you thought it was going to, or better?
Well, there's our Lexus RCF, and it's a car that I would have rebuilt had I been the one to originally purchase from the insurance company and the price was right. Unfortunately, none of that happened, so I'm just going to leave it in the auction where it's at. I'm a little concerned with how bad that engine is if it's been run without oil, and I'm really concerned with the fact that this seller never does anything right and what else is wrong with it. I won't buy anything that they touch, although I will make lots of videos on it. As a matter of fact, I did record a few other vehicles while I was down there, and some of them are from this seller. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel and you like these videos, go ahead and subscribe because those videos will be coming out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.